The Governor-General takes the advice from his Prime Minister and from no one else.
And must act on that advice?
Unquestionably, the Governor-General must act on the advice of his Prime Minister.
There is no tolerance here. He must
None whatever.
It is also about having an uncompromising view about the fundamental right of this country to protect its borders.
I ask the Prime Minister, if you are so confident about your view of fight back, why won't you call an early election?
It was the Prime Minister who let it all hang out. He could laugh with joy over national success in a yacht race.
I tell you what, any boss who sacks anyone for not turning up today is a bum.
I was offended too by the sexism, by the misogyny of the Leader of the Opposition catcalling across this table at me as I sit here as Prime Minister. If the Prime Minister wants to, politically speaking, make an honest woman of herself, something that would never have been said to any man sitting in this chair.
Proclamation by His Excellency the Governor-General of Australia.
On Tuesday, November the 11th, 1975, the Governor-General dismissed the little government.
普通话说得非常不好，越来越差。我还是一个100%老外，因此有很多的中文字我都不懂，但是我试一试。
Malcolm Fraser was then sworn in as caretaker Prime Minister.
I was offended when the Leader of the Opposition went outside in the front of Parliament and stood next to a sign that said, "Ditch the witch." I was offended when the Leader of the Opposition stood next to a sign that described me as a man's bitch. I was offended by those things.
He was not embarrassed to shed tears for a drug-addicted daughter.
You don't cease to be a husband. You don't cease to be a father.
Well, may we say, God save the Queen. Because nothing will save the Governor-General.
It's about this nation saying to the world, we are a generous, open-hearted people, taking more refugees on a per capita basis than any nation except Canada. We have a proud record of welcoming people from 140 different nations.
Because... Order. The answer is, mate, because I want to do you slowly. I want to do you slowly.
A massacre.
Anti-personnel carriers and tanks then ran backwards and forwards over the bodies of the slain.
Robert James Lee Hawke was no plastic politic.
By those things, misogyny, sexism, every day from this Leader of the Opposition, every day in every way, across the time the Leader of the Opposition has sat in that chair and I've sat in this chair, that is all we have heard from him.
But we will decide who comes to this country and the circumstances in which they come.